Hello, everyone. Denver Broncos Mile High View, no commercials, and the no bullshit part of Denver Broncos Mile High View makes us the most accurate, brutally accurate Bronco channel, bar none, hands down. And that's why we don't get paid, because somebody's got to tell this organization the way things really are outside of their own delusion. And we're going on 9 years now of what I call delusion of not facing the facts and trying to PR your way out of a situation that you'll never get out of. We're going to talk about Justin Simmons in this, and I have the man that single-handedly ruined Justin Simmons' career as far as going anywhere else in the NFL, because he did all the film breakdowns, which anybody could see. And I just want to say, when you did those film breakdowns, you had people from all around the league, who were skeptical about what you were saying. And then they looked at the film and they were like, oh my God, he does suck. But I want to actually discuss I think a bigger issue with this. I believe Justin Simmons, what he really is just a symptom of something bigger than the problem. But I want to start off by talking about this delusional fan base of Walmart General fans. What have we seen yet another off season? They have went out and spent all this money on PR promoting. Bo Nix is the most promoted on all social circuits. Most promoted quarterback. You did film study on this, and we see why, at least one reason why he was passed up, that goes against, again, what content creators want to talk about. People scouted and said he bails out, one read. To me, he looks more like Russell Wilson than he does Drew Brees by far, with his bailing out, his one read. Stuff outside, yes, he will throw it in the middle, okay, but the hallmarks are all still there. Not going through the progressions, bailing early out on, especially when he had one of the better offensive lines. So the bottom line is again, people are getting set up for a disappointing season. And I also want to say this and get into the Justin Simmons thing, is that the NFL itself is basically neutering itself, becoming a softer league. I guess they're getting ready for people with gender questions. Maybe they'll become the next NFL players, because we got to soften the hitting and everything else that's going on, all for safety, of course. Everything's for safety. We could put them all in prison cells and keep them safe that way. All safety. It's just for safety. So the linebacking position has been neutered. The cornerback position has been neutered, and the safety position has been neutered. I just want to say something quick too. I think the Denver Broncos, in a perfect world, it would like to have somehow Zach Wilson become something like a bombs away Kurt Warner. I think if in a perfect world, that in behind closed doors, no matter with all this Bo Nix crap that they spewed out, I think they would love it if they could just throw go balls all game long, taking the top off the defense, because he's the stronger arm quarterback out of the bunch. That would be their fantasy come true. I think if we really were to get behind closed doors at that mental asylum called the Dove Valley. So anyway, back to Justin Simmons. I'm going to get into you. You're going to get into I can't play the hell. Nobody wants him. We put video, and they got so upset that you were death threatened. But everybody around the league looked, and that's when they started taking him down. When people started looking at it, and they started saying, oh, my God, this guy does suck. So I'm going to give the floor to you. We got the usual suspects that, saying that, our arm punt warrior, arm punt pro bowler, And really, that's the only reason he makes the Pro Bowl. And I think personally, I just want to say this really quick. I think what the phenomenon of Justin, when you watch the film of Justin Simmons arm punts, it's more an indictment of how bad the NFL has digressed, especially when you consider the fact they've neutered the defenses, and these quarterbacks still can't figure it out. They can't, it's anyway. I think it's bad quarterback play more than it is Justin Simmons being Atwater. He is no Atwater, Sandy Cheeks. You big fat liar. You know what, Sandy Cheeks? You go and you go and talk about how stupid the front office is, and then you run to their rescue. There's a reason, Sandy Cheeks, why Justin Simmons is not getting picked up. This man is going to talk about it because I got to put him on because they keep taking his videos down. I wonder why. But go ahead.
Well, thanks for having me, the great Chop Deliver. It's been a minute since we've done a video together, and I miss doing these more often. But anyway, Justin Simmons, the great Justin Tony Lily Simmons, the guy sucks. I never liked the pick in 2016, 2017. I never liked the pick. First and foremost, he's an overrated safety created by John Elway in that Dove Valley front office, the John Elway-led front office in the trust. He is a byproduct of how bad this organization is and how bad the league is right now. But I will say this. You have an injury-prone Jamal Adams, who I actually like Jamal Adams more than I do Justin Tony Lily Simmons, who gets picked up.
Why is he injury-prone? Why?
Because
he actually gets involved.
Yes, he actually gets involved. He's basically a sub linebacker on third downs for a said team. That's what Seattle used him for. They had a 3 safety rotation with Quandre Diggs, Julian Love, and Jamal Adams. Jamal Adams went down into the box just like TJ Ward did in his time in Denver. And I'm going to say this right here, right now, Chop Deliver. TJ Ward is a much better safety than Justin Simmons ever wished he could be. Raheem Moore's a better safety than he was.
You think?
Dookie Inacho was a better safety. Mike Adams was a better safety. I mean, Brian Dawkins, the short time that he was here, he was a better safety than Justin Tony Lily Simmons. You cannot have Brian Dawkins. They're illegal. Oh, yeah, I know. You can't have the Troy Polamalu's, the Ed Reeds, the Charles Woodsons anymore. You can't get that anymore. Now, I just want to say this. I did so many film breakdowns on Justin Simmons, comparing him to Jesse Bates, comparing him to Micah Fitzpatrick. He was so bad. So bad. You have Micah Fitzpatrick running his mouth towards the Broncos sideline, and we all know who was he? Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to get into. He was that whole yelling at the sideline was directed to one guy, and that was Justin Tony Lily Simmons when they played in Pittsburgh. We all know it. The people that have common sense knew it. The people that actually are not wearing the orange and blue colored glasses knew it. We all knew who that was directed towards, and that was directed towards Justin Tony Lily Simmons, who, by the way, John Elway traded Von Miller for John Elway traded Von Miller so he could prop up Justin Tony Lily Simmons to be the face of the franchise, who fucking
NFL ambassador. NFL ambassador. I want to say something quick about that. The NFL teams, they don't need an NFL ambassador. They will take a chance on an injury-prone Jamal Adams before taking I take bad angles. I don't want to hit too hard. That's why I never get injured, because I'm not really sacrificing myself. I got a big contract. I'm an ambassador. And who led the charge to get rid of Fangio? Talk about that.
Oh, yeah, Justin Simmons. Because why? Because they didn't want to be coached. They would rather we're going to be the coaches on the field. The players are going to be the coaches on the field, not the coaches that actually understand the fucking game.
Yeah. And who supported all that when that was going on? Who were all the people out there supporting all that, saying, oh, we need to get a coach that's user friendly. We got to get the coach that'll let the players coach themselves. And who did they get to fill that role? They got Nathaniel Hackett.
By the way, when they hired him, I said he was a yes man from the very beginning. He's another Vance Joseph, so on and so forth. We all knew it. Everybody knew it. You and I knew it. Bubble Man knew it. We all knew it, that Nathaniel Hackett wasn't going to last long in Denver.
Yeah, we're the only ones. What did they say all about the hiring of Nathaniel Hackett? How you're going to see offense you've never seen before, and we didn't know what we were talking about.
We're going to get Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, we're going to get Aaron Rodgers, and that's why that we're hated. That's why, because we're consistently correct on all this stuff every time, and they know if they tune in, they know what we're saying is most likely going to come true. And they don't want to hear. They want to hear. Hold on a second. They want to hear the paid-for content creators gaslighting them, telling them everything that they want to hear again and again and again. That'll never come true because they can't solve a problem. What they do is they create a PR machine. That's how they solve a problem. So it's never a problem that's ever going to get fixed until everything gets cleared out. Yeah.
Well, I just want to circle back to the Justin Simmons point because that's the whole crux of this video. Justin, dude, I got death threatened for just putting out film breakdowns on how bad Justin Simmons is from these content creators. And I'm going to name them. Preacher Man Sports, Locked On Broncos, Mile High Bubble. The list goes on and on and on. It is a long
Mile High Huddle, but we call it the bubble.
Oh, yeah. My apologies. But I just wanted to come on here and say, who looks like the dumbasses now? Because I'm going to say this. I would not be shocked, and Chop the Liver and I have talked off video. We would not be shocked that Justin Simmons goes back to the Walmart Generals. I wouldn't be shocked.
We're counting on it. We're counting on it.
For sure.
Applause. I'm just going to say this to the Walmart General fan out there, because time
out. The mentally ill Walmart General fan. Go ahead.
Yeah, this isn't the Broncos. The Broncos, again, what used to be the Broncos, that is long gone. It's stored somewhere in Warehouse 13 next to the Ark Covenant. It is long gone. You have this Walmart / trust brand, whatever you want to call this, inspiring the NFL, in my opinion. I believe that this broken model is being inspired by this thing.
Yep.
Once known as the Denver Broncos. But now I'm off track. But we were going about Justin Simmons. He showed that I was going to ask you this. This is what I was going to ask you. How did you show the film? How did you do the film? How was the film? Was it cherry picked or
no.
What did you take an entire game and we'd go through that?
Yeah, it was series after series after series of offensive coordinators and quarterbacks targeting his side of the field and having consistent success on his side of the field. Don't give me that fucking shit. Oh my God, he intercepted Patrick Mahomes, the greatest quarterback of all time. Yeah. I don't need to hear that shit, okay? That dude, Justin Simmons, the arm punts that he was gifted by these bum-ass quarterbacks. Dude, I'm going to say this right here. You're right. Justin Simmons is a byproduct of how bad the NFL is right now. You have no great quarterback play, no great offensive line play, no great defensive line play. It's all just, just coddle me the safety of the game. You know when you are playing football what you're signing up for. Okay? Period. End of story.
Well, you should. You should.
And you have a decision to make of whether you want to put your body on the line, okay? If you don't want to go put your body on the line, go play tennis.
I've got a contract. I've got a contract.
Fuck your contract. This is football. Yeah. Fuck your contract. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I gotta stay 40 yards back, and then take a bad angle. So I'm not hitting too hard, which we showed on film over and over and over. Hold on a second.
But
I want to talk about him being targeted. You ever wonder why he has these interceptions? And you go through each interception, you're like, oh my God! Like, I think the classic one, it just shows how lucky this guy gets consistently, is that the ball hit right in the hands of the Buffalo Bill receiver popping straight up in the air,
Yeah.
and just all the waving fair catch. And then we actually went through those. We went through the Patrick Mahomes interceptions. And why are they picking on Justin Simmons? Because the receiver beat Justin Simmons, but it was Mahomes who threw behind the receiver. That's the only reason he intercepted the ball. Had Mahomes just targeted for the receiver correctly in front, put the ball in front of him, that was a touchdown. It was bad quarterback play that gave Justin. It's always bad quarterback play every single time. These arm punts that he gets, it's like the Minnesota, or was it? No, the Ravens. It was the Ravens.
Yeah. The Jaguars in London where Lawrence just throws it right at him.
You're like, this has got to be the luckiest guy. But the reason what I'm getting at is the reason he gets him because statistically they target him. They didn't target the other side of the field.
They didn't target Kareem Jackson as much as they did Justin Simmons.
You got 22% on the other side of the field and like 88%. That's what the film showed every time. And then the corner was getting targeted too.
Patrick Surtain. One of the most overrated cornerbacks in the NFL. He is, dude, okay.
And you haven't realized yet why you have no difference makers on this team. Not one. They're targeting your number one players with their number one players consistently.
You know what? Chop the liver.
And it doesn't dawn on these people to ask. It doesn't dawn on them. Do we need better player personnel? They just keep hyping these bad players. It's
pathetic. Let's just say it, Chop the liver. It's pathetic at this point. It's gotten to the point where you have no difference makers on this team. You have people like Sandy Cheeks. Oh my God, Justin Simmons is better than Steve Atwater. Dude, what the fuck are you watching, dude?
Shut the fuck up, Sandy Cheeks.
You want to say that? You want to say people online? The mentally ill Walmart general fans that come on here and like to do this and never back it up during the season. Let me ask you a simple fucking question. And this is Coach Bucketman talking. You want to sit there and say we're conspiracy theorists? The people that you're listening to have been wrong for 9 fucking years.
Well, the people that they listen to are gaslighting them.
You're being gaslighted, and the people that you're listening to are telling you straight to your fucking lying eyes that Steve Atwater, is not as good as Justin Simmons, who Steve Atwater is a fucking Hall of Famer.
You can't even make it up. Sandy Cheeks.
You want to talk about two-faced? You want to say we're two-faced? Are you kidding me? When you have Sandy Cheeks, Sandy Clough saying Justin Simmons is better than Steve Atwater. You're a
moron, Sandy. You are a moron. I mean, why would this is the thing about this guy. The front office, he was just every time when he can't get around it, the front office is so bad. Then it comes the off-season gaslighting, the annual off-season gaslighting. And he's one of the biggest gaslighters out there with this nonsense that Justin Simmons is even in any world was the great Steve Atwater. There's a reason why nobody is picking up, and this guy supplied the film to the whole NFL. Nobody wants him.
You know what? Time out on that point because I just want to make this point perfectly fucking clear. I did so many film breakdowns on players that are better. Marcus Williams, who I like, who you wanted years ago over Justin Simmons before they gave him that big contract. I wanted Malik Hooker, who went to the Cowboys, who's playing better than Simmons. Who else? Geno Stone from the Ravens, who's coming from that pipeline of the safety system over there in Baltimore. And I have Baltimore Raven fans clamoring they need to sign Justin Simmons. I'm warning you, Baltimore Ravens, do not sign Justin Simmons. You guys are fine without him.
They're not going to sign him.
You know what? I also want to make this point. You brought up, and I just want to circle back to the point where you brought up Bo Nix. Because I want to make this point clear. I encourage everybody to go watch Hard Knocks. HBO Hard Knocks, this off-season thing that they're doing. I'm not a big fan of it in some aspects, but in other aspects, I'm a big fan because they actually prompt up their scouts in the scouting department, player personnel department, which, by the way, is very fucking important, Walmart General fans. But that being said, they didn't even bring up Bo Nix. They brought up J.J. McCarthy, Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jay Daniels. No mention of Bo Nix, the New York Giants. They were picking 6 in the draft. If Bo Nix was this can't-miss prospect, why wasn't the New York Giants saying, hey, let's look at Bo Nix? If he was this can't-miss prospect.
Here's the thing.
Am I missing
I don't
something
care what quarterback. I don't care what quarterback the Broncos get. They will not address correctly anyway. They will not correctly address the thing that makes the quarterback work.
Offensive
And it's
line.
not receivers. It is what's in front of the quarterback.
And
this is
what?
the most. Hold on a second. This is the most inconsistent offensive line. I don't care what gaslighting spew out. The film shows when you see play after play after play, this line breaking down consistently, breaking down. How do I want? I'm sorry. This offensive line breaking down, being good, breaking down, being good. And passing phases of the game. It's consistent in its influence. Well, just say just true. They say, I don't know. It's the only way I can describe it. It consistently breaks down. It's consistent in its inconsistency. I'm sorry.
No, you're 100% correct, Chops Liver. Everything Chops Liver just said there was dead on. I mean, there's.
It's so dysfunctional. It's so dysfunctional.
If you are disputing what Chops Liver just said, then you are the most mentally ill Walmart Journal fan out there. I'm sorry.
One throw away from an AFC championship. Ask these delusional, gaslit fans of theirs. They were just a throwaway from an AFC championship. You're crazy to think this is a bad team.
Do you guys not okay?
How do Giants fans think about their team? How do Chicago fans see their team? How did the Panther fans? How do they see their team as just a drop pass away from an AFC championship?
No,
of course they don't.
I'm sorry no, this is what it is. These Walmart General content creators want to work for the Broncos organization or Walmart General's organization so fucking bad that they will go to the ends of the earth to gaslight their audience and lie to their audience. We don't do that here. I don't want to work for the Walmart Generals, let alone you think they would hire somebody like myself. And on top of that, just to excel on that point, why would I go and lie to people? I don't have the audacity to lie to people and look at myself in the mirror knowing that I'm lying to my audience, first and foremost.
Well, the content creators, they want the lie.
They want the fucking money. It's what it is.
Subs and the money that comes in. Yeah. They want it all. They don't care about truth. It's an easy here. Should not try to make them feel good. That's why they hate this channel, and then they really blow a gasket when we end up being right again.
Well,
what do they say?
They hate my channel.
Yeah, we have a track record of not lying.
Yes. Yeah, and I challenge any mentally ill Walmart Journal fan out there to send me film of not highlight reels, not Justin Simmons highlights 2020 and 2021. Yeah. Looks like George of the Jungle out there, fucking moron. I challenge any mentally ill Walmart General fan out there to send me all 22.
Waiting for the fair catch.
Waiting
for the fair.
Yeah. I challenge any Walmart General fan out there to send me all 22 film breakdown of Justin Simmons making plays on a consistent fucking basis. I challenge any one of you, and I know you won't send me it because you guys can't find it.
I want to see all 22 series after series on a consistent basis. That's what I was getting at. It can't. It can't.
No.
So
He
sucks. Yeah. So I want to get into your track record a little bit. I was watching. I got a couple things that talk to you about it. You're gonna like. One, I was watching a special on Justin Jefferson, and you're the guy. Nobody else. You're the guy who nobody picked Justin Jefferson. Well, he did. He said that was the number one receiver coming out. This guy did. Nobody else. You're right, but this guy did. And I was just watching Justin Jefferson, and they were just, as they were talking, they were showing not necessarily highlights, but just plays. Some highlights, some just route running and stuff. There is, it's night and day. Just and still is like, I would even put Rod Smith and Ed Caffrey is up here, and way down here is Jerry Jeudy. And of course, he's Walmart General. Jerry Jeudy, yeah. Ed who? Rod who? Huh? What? Yeah. So I just wanted to say, I just was watching that thinking, my God, how people are gaslit and bullshitted. Now, with this one, guess who got like a half hour of airtime? Sure. He gets a half hour on ESPN, NFL Network. Can you imagine when you bring in Shador? How do you say his name?
Shador Sanders.
Shador, yeah. So you bring him in. You got to bring his father in. Can you imagine that luggage, all that situation? We said it. We just wanted to put it out there that Broncos would be a perfect place for that mess to come. It would be a perfect mess, and you would just hear, oh, how wonderful. People, you don't know what you're talking about if you don't want this guy. Look, Deion's going to come in. You'll see. Yeah, you'll see. Yeah.
Can I ask? I just want to ask this question to these Colorado Buff moron fans too, because they're a part of the Walmart General fan base. If Deion Sanders was so great, then why are players clamoring to get out of Boulder? Why did they have one of the biggest? Yeah. Why is Matt Rule over in Lincoln able to retain and develop his players, unlike
bullshit? His staff is leaving. Well,
you had one resign, and then the next day he hired the Buffalo Bills defensive backs coach, who, by the way, fits the 3-3-5 system. So you guys
no, we don't match systems. That's not how you do it.
Yeah, that's why you had the most transfer portal players that you got out of the transfer portal this year, because people are just wanting to leave you guys. Could you imagine? Oh my God, dude! I could actually see that. I could actually.
I know. It's like that's going to be like watching this Broncos this year. It's almost like what do you call it? Morbid desire, I would call it. Watching the Denver Broncos would be like a morbid desire to see a train wreck. It's going to happen. And you just got to take a look, because it's kind of a morbid reason to watch. That's the only thing I can think is just like watch this train wreck unfold but Sean Payton,
Oh yeah, Sean Payton's bringing
5 Super Bowls minimum.
Yeah, Sean. Now we have again the stupid Walmart General fan. God. Oh, Sean Payton's bringing culture. Oh yeah, just like Fangio, Hackett, Joseph. The list goes on and fucking on.
Well, he can bring all the culture he wants, but the people picking the player personnel have been there. Have been there for 9 years.
And I just want to make
good luck with that
prediction. I want to make this other prediction. David Shaw will replace George Payton as the next GM for the Denver Broncos.
That's our prediction, because sooner or later, they've got to blame him for all the woes for 9 years of the Denver Broncos. Once they find out the player personnel is not all that. And, well, it's okay. We can't get rid of him because we have who to replace him?
David Shaw.
David Shaw.
Who has connections. Well, yeah, you can do all you want.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah.
Like they always do.
They always do it, man. They always do it. But
nobody's going to pick up Justin Simmons.
No. Yeah. Okay, so, yeah.
Now they're all pissed off. God, they're so bad there. They don't. You're mentally ill. I mean, if you this ownership, there's something wrong with their head too. You're going to keep this train wreck around. I guess,
Harbaugh
can't even just. You're right.
Harbaugh tried to warn you. If I'm coming here, I want that front office out of here.
Yeah, I need to get things done the correct way around here.
Yeah, like he's doing.
A vampire to a cross, and they ran away. Logic, reason.
Yeah, there's none of that anymore.
God. Man.
I know.
This is why we can't hardly even do these anymore. It's just you either have to tell the truth with the Denver Broncos or you have to really lie. There's no middle ground.
No.
But I will say the rest of the NFL, I think, there's the league anyway. The league wants to do some of this Denver Bronco crap.
I agree.
With PR, marketing, and, I think other teams, they don't need that. Other teams just don't need that. But I don't know. Just get ready for Shedeur.
And Dion.
Well, bring him in. Oh, it's Dion. It's a name. Oh, we got a name. Oh, what a name.
That might be the best for the Buffs at this point.
Well, when they hired him, I said, you ain't going to be here long.
No, he's not.
And they're talking like this grand plan, this master plan. I said, if you've known anything about Deion Sanders, he's there for him. He's there for Deion. He ain't there for you.
Most of these people don't understand football, let alone Deion. But they're in the Big 12. Do you guys understand that they're not even going to be the top 3 team in the Big 12? Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, no. They have all kinds of that was what that whole half-hour spiel was. Is there were promises being made. Promises. Just like the Denver Broncos. There are promises.
You do understand you still got to face Kansas State, Kansas, fucking Utah, Baylor. Are you fucking kidding me? Houston? Like, those teams are way better than you are.
Ooh, what?
Oh, yeah, you can go who all you want. Utah's going to run the ball right down your fucking throat and kick your ass.
Well, I can't understand why they say Bo Nix is why it's going to he's not going to beat Drew Brees. I don't understand. I don't get it.
I have Oregon beat reporters saying, "Oh yeah, Bo Nix was." It was because of the offensive line and the talent around him that he was successful. Dan Lanning.
Well, that's the same with any quarterback. I'll say the same thing with Tom Brady.
Yes.
Tom Brady put his offensive linemen out for dinner every game. Why?
Yeah.
Why, John? Why? Why does he have more Super Bowl rings than you do, John? Because he gets it, John. I'm just so sick of the mental illness up there.
I agree.
Anyway, I get fired up too.
Yeah, chopped liver does great. Chopped fucking liver.
So anything else with this train wreck?
No, just your prototypical offseason by your Walmart Generals.
Your Walmart Generals.
And then the Walmart Generals fans. And then fucking during the season.
I've only had one. Well, I saw one honest content creator out there, one, who said it correctly about the Walmart Generals. But go ahead.
No, go for it. I'm just saying.
No, yeah. They just said this is a horrible team. There's no difference makers. They're a bad team. And I'll say this. This is what I want to conclude with this. This team has been in the losing bracket, but honestly, this is still a 9-win because the NFL is so depleted. I'll stick, even though they lost only 5 games and what was last, 6, 7 games, they were still that 9-win team only because the rest of the NFL, that whole win streak is a product of how bad the NFL has gotten. It had nothing to do with the greatness of the Denver Broncos. You needed a sleepwalking Kansas City and a Mahomes on flu rest. You needed 12 men on the field. It was the only way you could beat the Bills. You needed Jefferson out of the game and Kirk Cousins out of the game. You needed the Cleveland Browns to be on experimentation without a quarterback, and then you had to get referee interference with Green Bay as they were marching down the field on a phantom flinchy call with the offensive line, and it's another call after that would put them 15 yards back, and they couldn't overcome that because they weren't quite. I think they would have been able to overcome that had they been further along in their season. They got better. But you need all the help you can get in order to even win a game. And if you don't get the help, you're going to minimum lose the game. Or if the team is clicking on all cylinders, you're going to get blown out 70 points. But yet they'll tell you, these gaslighters and the people who've been gaslit, that this team was just a incomplete pass away from an AFC championship. You're crazy to think this is a bad team. And I'm going to say this right now. What this ownership is looking for, they could give a shit less about a Super Bowl. Shit less. What they really want is that 9 wins, just good enough to get them. See, we're in the playoffs. See. That, a one and done, is a Super Bowl to them. That constitutes as a Super Bowl for them. That's where this thing is at right now. That's not Denver Broncos. That's clearly Walmart General territory. Just good enough so we can make false claims for another 8 years, 9 years. We did a one and done back in 2024. And it's now 2035. See.
Yep.
That's where this is right now. That we're real Denver Bronco fans, and we have nothing to do with this Walmart General abomination.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's all I have with my spewing. You ain't got anything else?
No.
Anything come to mind?
No, that's it for me. You ended it off.
Yeah, Justin Simmons will be in that Bronco uniform because nobody else wants him. Understandably, nobody wants him.
I got to give the NFL credit for that. NFL teams credit for that, for not signing this guy. So I got to give them at least that.
Well, the NFL front office is probably beside himself, but there's no team gonna. Not only that, he just the guy runs his mouth all the time.
Yeah. Oh, I could be the missing piece for a team to get over the hump. Shut the fuck up.
Talk about this. Yeah, talk about that. We should talk about that. Yeah.
Pro football. Well, he did. I sent an article. You could put it in the link in the description below when he posts this video, where he's talking about how he's the missing link for a team to get over the hump. Simmons, what the fuck have you done?
Yeah, he's been smoking front office crack.
Yeah, you know what? He's been smoking front office crack that John Elway puts in front of him.
Yeah, well, here. Did any other team say he's the missing link?
No.
Any team?
No, that's coming out of Justin's Tony Lily Simmons' mouth. You bum.
Well, I'm so Justin Simmons is so delusional as a person with his game. I'm going to tell you this right now. He's a legend in his own mind.
Oh,
I guarantee you, I wouldn't even doubt if a team like, let's say, Carolina. I'm just throwing some things out. Teams that he would snub his nose to. He wants a Ravens to pick him up. He wants a Steelers to pick him up. He wants,
You think Mika
team?
Fitzpatrick? You think Mika Fitzpatrick wants to play with that bum?
Yeah, he wants the San Francisco 49er to pick him up. That's his delusion. That's his delusion. He thinks Tennessee won't even pick him up.
They would rather get Jamal Adams, who's injury prone.
Yeah, but he's better. He is better.
Oh yeah, he's a lot better when he's healthy, for sure.
When he's healthy, yeah, but they'll take a chance as opposed to a guy that runs his fucking mouth at the coaches. You don't think Justin that gets around? You
remember when Hackett was here and they were running, oh man, we're going to be the most feared team in the AFC. And I'm like, Justin, Justin, you would be great in broadcasting, my friend. You'd be great in broadcasting, buddy. God, you suck on the field.
He's an ambassador,
dude.
He's got a microphone. He's a good-looking guy with a microphone. He can talk some football up. May not know what he's talking about, but he can, enough to pass. And he's a personality, is what he is.
God,
he's a personality. Do you think? Let me ask you this: do you think the NFL wants a Brian Dawkins as an ambassador?
No.
A Charles Wood as an ambassador? No. No, they want the good-looking guy with the teeth that doesn't get injured, who doesn't, plays 40 yards off, plays soccer for Manchester United. That's who they want. He looks good on camera. I mean, I would hire him. If I was in charge of the NFL Network hiring, I would hire Justin Simmons to be in front of a camera. No, wouldn't you?
I think he sucks. So I'm not.
Well, no, as a player, you don't hire.
I am not worried about NFL fucking Network. I'm worried about the play on the field.
That's where I'm just putting him where he belongs. That's all.
I know. I'm not worried about fucking sports talk radio. I'm worried about the product on the field.
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to discuss this with you real quick too. Chris Harris Jr. I'm so beside myself. The Broncos talked him into his own podcast, The Truth. Another one of these, The Truth things.
Okay.
Right and left. Like that. Yes, you're going to tell it like it is. They're not going to like you. And the Broncos would probably, I'm sure, what would happen if Chris Harris Jr. actually did tell the truth? He would lose that invitation to Dove Valley. He would lose that invitation to the stadium. He would.
He would lose that money.
He'd lose the money. He'd lose all that.
He's a bank account.
So I'm really disappointed. Yeah, I'm just really disappointed in all that too.
Well, yeah.
Because Chris Harris, you know what? You would have been better for the Walmart Generals.
Coach.
He would have been a better coach. Yes. Actually show these people how to play. Yeah. But you decided, Walmart, that you're going to pay him to push your propaganda, where you could pay him to actually develop your players. That's just how broken it is over there at Dove Valley. It is so broken. It's frustrating. So anyway, you know what? Maybe it's best we're getting out of this now, because the whole NFL is going down like the Titanic. Like I said at the beginning, people questioning their gender will probably be able to have a good spot in the NFL in the future.
I just want to say something about that. I want to say something about that.
Better let lying dogs lay. Just because.
I'm not gonna say
it's where the NFL is gonna go with all the softness. It's just that's all you need to know.
Dude,
I
grew up in a time where at least that when I wanted to play football, you actually had to hit people, not two-hand touch people. So it's just like, oh my God, how bad this league is going toward.
I was telling you it. I'm sure we can find plenty of gals. There's plenty of gals out there that can throw a ball 25 yards. Why not? They'll fit right in the NFL because you can't hit anybody. So
I had on one of my shorts on my YouTube channel, I had a JB coach who's talking about a woman being an offensive line coach, and And he says, do you fucking think that a guy like Gary Zimmerman's going to listen to a chick talking about offensive line play?
Well, I'm not talking about I'm talking about playing.
Oh, dude, it's already started in the coaching ranks, chopped liver, so get ready.
Well, they do have here, they have the women's rugby team, and they hit harder than the guys in the NFL.
Shock.
That's how bad this has got.
Well, we got contracts. Got contracts.
Whoa,
We're getting
I got
paid
a contract.
dollars. We're getting paid millions of dollars to two-hand touch.
Did you talk to my agent? I ain't taking that hit. I ain't gonna level that guy. I'm not doing a Steve Atwater. Are you kidding? You'd have never saw that in this day and age. Flag. Oh, no. And the Players Association is like, yeah, you flag that.
Yeah,
Steve
you get him
Atwater
out of the league. You get him out of the league.
Pronto. You get him out of the league. Yeah, we can't have that stuff going on. Anyway, so that's it. I've spewed enough today.
Me too.
Any last Justin Simmons parting words?
Justin Simmons, you suck.
Yeah, that's it. All right, take care.
Kirk out.